that's the car mic, so I can make sure you guys aren't cheating.
Oh, yeah. You got a car mic? Oh, there's no honor amongst these.
What up, what up? Welcome to the Big Joker Podcast, the podcast about Erie, for Erie. But wherever you find yourself tuning in, we happy to have you. What we do here is we like to chop it up, bring in a special guest, go over various topics. So we got something for everybody, so stick around. How y'all doing today, fellas?
Yo.
Yeah.
Let's get it cracking.
So we got I wanted to say number one realtor in Erie, but one of the number ones. Are you up there? I saw on the Facebook. You up there? You up there?
I ain't gonna say I'm number one, but you know, there I'm swimming around up there somewhere.
He's billboard.
I got 2 homes with Brody.
Sure did.
Me, whatever, and I'm very proud to have him. Grew up with him. Mr. Mike Ewing. Let's clap it up for Mike Ewing. Now we are playing. Yeah. We're playing. You can cut. We're playing. What? Big Deuce.
Joker, Deuce. Joker.
Y'all know how we get down out here in the ER.
The last time I played spades might have been with y'all.
I got switch parts.
That was 4 months ago. Come on, man.
So to make it official,
me
me and Mike is gonna be Team Grimy. Y'all can be Team Family. We can make it
All right.
all rap crew.
There we go.
We can do that.
I don't even think Mike even had a rap name.
Yes, he did.
No, he was just Mike Ewing.
Oh, Mike Larry.
Mike Larry. People call me that guy the way when I
We gotta give him the proper introduction.
Big Mike.
Fresh out the cage, I was raised and raised. Where's you raised?
Man, down the way, man.
Section Parade.
Parade.
You know it.
That's funny. Yeah, I haven't played it forever.
Well, we got Ish busting them down.
Bro, so why we play spades? Like what? Like you said, last time you played spades was with us. Like, how'd you learn? Let me ask you that. How'd you learn how to play spades?
My sister. Like, I lived with my sister when I was really young. My sister used to rip and run the neighborhood. Had friends over all the time, so they played spades. I played spades. And you dealing straight dog. You know.
So the first hand bid itself.
We do.
All right, you want to play that?
First hand bid.
Play it out. Jump out there then.
So me, cuz.
On in the street.
On me,
On in this traffic.
I'm gonna start with that hard.
So how you get into real estate anyway, man?
So when the pandemic hit, my wife decided to get her license, and she took off. She was like 6 months. She did like $2 million. She won Rookie of the Year at our little place and stuff. And so I was actually in school at the time for finance. What my goal was, I was going to get a finance degree at Barron, and I was going to create a program and go to the public schools teaching kids about finance. I think it's lacking. It's still lacking.
Yeah, you're right.
But that was going to be my goal. And she told me to take a semester off and get a real estate license so I could help her at least. So I was against it kind of, but I got it. And then the rest is really history.
Yo, bro, you already saw what happened, bro. Don't even know, bro.
I got y'all. I know you ain't count both of them in your mind anyway.
Thick
So.
claws.
Don't even trip. Don't even trip.
Like a catcher's mitt when I grab the head.
Bro, check it twice, bro.
So that's what you ended up doing, just running with it, huh?
Yeah, she had this surgery. She was out. I took her clients, and I fell in love with it. So
Been booming ever since. It's so how y'all do it together, man.
For sure.
you know what? People always be like, I don't know how you do it, blah, 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 blah. But it's good. We're good partners. We've been partners. Yeah,
that's
so that's it, Ish. That's what
I know when y'all first started rocking with each other.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
So wifey like best friend then, huh? Y'all get
100%. Yeah, I mean, you know, she's still a wife and a woman, so you know we bump heads. But yeah, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
I've been through everything with her. And I'm an isolator, so she's the only one I can't really isolate away from. All right, I kind of set you up for that one.
That's all right. Why'd you have to toss like?
That's what I call for it. Keep that king in your hand, boy.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second, bro.
Kids, brother. Oof. How many you working with?
Oh, nigga, why you gotta go? No, to be honest, man, it's the best time of my life right now with the kids, man. I got 6, though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But, man, my older daughters is about somebody else.
Right.
Aisha, we went to school with her. But it's nice because, like, now that they're old, like, my oldest is 21. And my second oldest is 18. So now they can reach out on their own.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful thing.
Man.
So, like, our relationship's strong. But, yeah, I got 6.
6. I got 4.
4.
4 babies, 4 baby moms. 4 different cities.
Oh,
4 different
Lord.
cities.
Area codes up in here, man.
Take a passport.
Geographical family.
Passport people.
The Lord said.
Oh, we doing dark. We gonna do boys and get us one.
Book was on the road.
Yeah, you won that one. I'm good.
That's what it was, man. That road.
This game over before it started. This podcast gonna be short.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Slow down,
All right,
son.
there
You're
it is.
killing them.
You know, that's became my king right there.
Yeah, I know. It's a good play.
You know it is dope to still see you and your wife thrive, just like him. You know what I mean? Like they've been together. Him and his brother, they've been together forever,
Yeah,
bro. You know what I
forever.
mean? They've been together forever, so it's dope to see that. You know.
Yeah, man, 20-year anniversary, man. This year.
Is it really?
Yeah, 20 years.
My.
You guys doing it big? What y'all doing? Our 20s next year. What are you doing?
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah, y'all just said
Really?
19. Yeah, I seen that.
What you on?
Y'all some faithful ass niggas.
What you on?
No, this is my from wedding anniversary. I think this year we just passed 7, but I've been with her 16 years.
You gotta go see my partner.
That's why I came up like that. Sticking it.
What up, though?
Oh, that's us. Oh, that's us.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's us.
Rob,
That's Rob King, though. That's Rob King, though. That's Ish 10.
You
Come on,
couldn't
let's
get
go.
a 10?
It's been a long time, but they ain't played in a while. Like, no one did it, bro.
I played it off, man.
Good job. Yeah, this one is
Oh,
good.
man.
That's another question. Nobody worry about talking. Girlfriend, anniversary. Come on with it, bro. I'm gonna tell you all about me. Bang him. Stay down. Stay down.
Come on, man. You know what it's called, big joke. Yeah, give me that too.
Set me right up. Set me right up.
6'7".
6'7".
That's pretty cool. That's pretty close. Y'all came
I
back.
was supposed to be there.
You guys came
I
back.
was trying to draw that money out of him. I knew I was going to be proud to be 20.
How many you got?
I got a half a joint.
Mine's healed up already.
It's a lot of parents, like people like we went to school with that, waited so long to have kids, you know what I mean? And now it's like you 35 years old and you know what I mean, having your first kid, your baby, just like when you 50, your son only gonna be how old? 10?
Yeah, but they be up. And here's the thing, like if you ain't in a relationship where y'all goal is to like do all this traveling, extravagant, free living, if you finna be a homebody anyway, and you was finna have grandkids at the house anyway. Because like me personally, like my wife wanna travel, do all that. I'ma do it a little bit, you know what I mean? But I like being around my kids. So like when my kids leave, I'm gonna be empty nesting. I'm gonna be dying for my daughters. Hurry up, give me a grandbaby and bring him over because this is all I know. All I've been doing from day one since I was 18 is taking care of the baby at home. Like that, I know that so well. So for me, like I don't want another baby right now, but a grandbaby would be a welcome thing. I wouldn't even be like my daughter would be like, "Girl, I got pregnant. I don't even feel a dude like that." I'm like, it's all good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All good.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? What you gonna do? Yell at her? Am I like, had a baby? Nigga. Was the nigga that you dated with fast? I'm gonna need me a brother in about 7 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a while back there. Can he move? I run the football program. He all good, baby. If you need to come and he need to come, let's go. Yeah, because that's what give me meaning in my life is being a father, number one. So for me, I wouldn't I'm not against it.
So you mentioned your football league, man. Tell us a little bit about that, man. What you got going on in the community there?
So I run the MYA Tackle Football League in Mill Creek.
All right.
We have a program from 3rd grade all the way to 6th grade. And then we got the biggest flag program in Erie County. We got like 500 kids this year.
Mm.
So we got kids come all the way around the county, but my football program can only be Mill Creek kids.
Mm.
Well, I've been doing that like 3 years. I've been coaching football in Mill Creek going on 6. I love it. That's what I live for. I always say I'm a part-time realtor, full-time coach.
Yeah.
Like I get more time.
Would you want to do like high school eventually, or
No.
Do good work.
I've been offered middle school. J.S. Wilson's job came up. I do a good job. I'm competitive, dedicated, but I like impacting the youngins.
What
Like
your record was last year?
7-1,
Oh,
and
Malone.
I ain't lost more than 2 games since I stepped out there, baby. I don't.
How long you been out there?
Yeah, 6 years this year.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going
That's
undefeated
what's
this
up,
year.
man.
I don't lose much, but sometimes you lose. You know, really, to be honest, losing got a lot more to do with the players you end up getting than your coaching. If you get some studs, because I've seen some pretty bad coaches that have some pretty successful teams because they got studs. You know what I mean? I do my job. I'm really trying to just help their life. So I got some kids.
So for the youth out there that's trying to get into football, man, you know, how they get involved?
NYA.com, NYAsports.com.
Okay.
That's where you would sign up for us. You have to be a Mill Creek resident, but not to play flag. Flag still open. Tackle football closed. And then just hit me up, Mike Ewing on Facebook. Anybody ever got questions about that kind of stuff, hit me up, Mike Ewing on Facebook.
do you think kids should play flag first to get the strategy of the game before they go on the tackle? 'Cause I tried to put my son in tackle way too early. I think I traumatized him.
This is a big thing I deal with, especially being in Mill Creek, you know, because in Mill Creek, the parents think they enlightened, you know, and they're a little bit more health conscious, a little bit more mental health conscious, you know what I mean? Oh man, look at this guy.
Well, that will walk.
So,
like a crate.
I think I don't know about like 6U tackle football, but all I would say is that tackle football from a violence standpoint is the least violent the younger the kid is. You know, like collisions are speed mixed with weight or momentum, you know, and that causes the collision. The kids are too little, too slow to cause big collisions.
Right.
It's best to teach them how to tackle and how to play the game when they're younger. You know, it's best. So I would say sign them up as soon as possible for tackle football and be ready to stick it out. I'm sorry about that.
Dang, y'all expect that.
I figured he had the king. That was the only other.
Dang it, man.
Okay.
I just thought she I'm like, what's gonna come out before the 8s?
Come out with the blackies already?
No, hey.
What the freak, man? All the high stakes spades,
Bro, it's already popping over here. You're wearing high stakes there. You blocked it up.
I don't know
what's happening. I gotta see what's going on.
Bring it on.
You got him thinking hard.
Bring it on.
What you got? You might not have got nothing. I might be scared for
We
nothing.
just going to run with that, though.
I could have, but I couldn't.
I know. I know. I know. I know.
Oh,
You know what it is, though, for real. Like, when we was younger,
Let's take it.
when we was younger, yeah, we was gonna take it.
That's right. You gotta give it up. I'm gonna take it.
We was gonna take it. You know, nowadays it's like kids, they don't get outside, get to running around, having fun. You know what I mean? Like we was playing tackle football before we even put helmets in pads.
That's right, yeah.
So we was already conditioned for it. So it wasn't no, what's that, Ishmael?
Just throw it down.
Come on, cuz.
bro, that was not going to ride. So,
Yeah, man.
that was not right.
Stuff ain't different, man. You know what I mean?
Stuff ain't different?
And stuff is different, man. Like when we was growing up, if you weren't playing football, you was playing some baseball, some basketball, man. Nowadays they all doing is online, man.
Yeah, but it ain't the kids' fault. Let's not get confused.
Facts.
Who the reason backing them off? Parents is backing them off. Because the parents, one reason, the parents would prefer to be less committed.
Yeah.
Right? Tackle football by itself is the most committed football season. Your kid practice the most. They got the most to learn. It's not like basketball. You can't pick it up, even though basketball, they're traveling more, probably playing more. Man, it's
Jack Smack? What?
man, it's one of those things. But also, parents is getting like they have
We
no
tossed
patience.
the lady out there then.
They have no patience, like to let their kid develop. Now, but I'm telling you, it's the parents, man. Parents is so soft on their children right now.
Yeah,
they expect nothing from their kids.
What do you think is? Do you think the look is different from Mill Creek parenting versus inner city parenting?
Yes, it's different. The problems are different.
Okay.
But the parenting is soft in general. No. City parents are even softer. No. City parents are softer because the expectations for what their child can become, what they can do in school, the grades they can attain, the way they should dress, the way they should talk, the way they should act, they're so low on a general basis. Now, family to family may be different, but on a general basis, what they expect their child to be, to actualize as, is so low. That's the only problem. It's not even it's not intentional. It's child abuse, but it's not intentional. See, the way I see you bring your son to me to play football in a week, I probably expect more out of him than you do.
Oh yeah.
He listens because I'm a stranger. It's hard to say no to a stranger when they're in a position of authority. That's how kids get molested, all this stuff, because he's just like, okay, that dude angry, mad, he's aggressive, but he also likes me. I don't know how to take this. I'm just gonna do what he says. But in the overall aspect, like, I see more in him than you do because you see him every day. So when we see somebody, the same way with our marriages, when we see somebody every day, all we see is deficiencies. Deficiencies. She do this wrong, he do this wrong, he do this wrong, she do this wrong. So we get so clouded by the shit they can't do. We stop thinking about what's possible for them to do when we're the main person in their life that's supposed to be the driving force into what they can be. You know what I mean? Like who they can be. And that's
a bar.
It's the truth. That's how I see it.
Very much.
And I get to experience it every day with the kids.
Yeah. My thing, honestly, though, is like my thing is.
Can I say something? I don't mean to interrupt, though, but let me just say this. While you was giving us all that good wisdom, though, I had to let y'all know. Big Joker. Y'all set. It's that book.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap, huh?
It's a wrap.
I'm not blaming parents,
right?
But I am saying that they are accountable.
Exactly.
I'm not pointing fingers or blame at any individual parent, but I'm saying the lack of involvement that I have in tackle football, that's my experience, is directly related to the parents. The lack of patience, the lack of commitment, and the lack of expectation is the main thing.
Talk about this real quick, though. You know, here's something that I experienced, you know, in coaching and stuff like that is every parent wanting their kid to play. You know what I mean? Like you got nowadays, everybody gets participation trophies and stuff. How you feel about that?
Well, okay, so I am not as hardcore as some old coaches. I coach young kids. I have a banquet at the end of every season. I give everybody a trophy. But I don't run, this is not, I coach youth football where we practice 4 days a week. We play 8 football games. I'm with these kids. I do off-season workout. I'm with them from April all the way to October. That's not just participation. If you've gotten beat up by my best all practice long so that we can get ready for Harbor Creek, get ready for Iroquois, well, damn it, you deserve something. Because you didn't get much playing time. You didn't get much credit. So there's levels to participation, right? So I'm okay with that. Everybody getting playing time, that's foolish. My kids are in Mill Creek. If you ever go to a McDowell football game, a high school varsity football game on Friday night, there's probably 50 kids on the sideline who won't see the field that game. 50 dressed as deep. They got to get ready for that. This is a skill-based, competitive sport. You work really hard at practice, you'll have opportunity. You know, like, and that's how I try to explain to my parents. But at the same time,
there's that balance between developing, but also being realistic and saying, all right, you know, you're going to have to compete to earn a spot.
So, all right, I just want to transition topics. Now you made me think about something. What do you think the city of Erie can do to be more competitive on the athletic stage? Because you don't have as many resources. You're dealing with like more dedication than parents too. You're saying 50 deep. I mean, that's kind of scary to think about 50 people who are not even playing. They got resources upon resources. How can so let's put you in a position what could Erie do to be more competitive?
That's a misnomer. Okay, I've been involved in Mill Creek athletics now 6 years. That's a misnomer that we got money. I got nothing. I got equipment. All my blocking pads I bought off Amazon. All my step over dummies I borrowed the throwaways from the high school team. The Mill Creek Township does not support our program. We do not play at their fields. We play at Walnut Creek while we got Gus Anderson and Hanlon Field turfed up over there. Mill Creek is not as lucrative as a place as you think. Erie has the resources. They just dedicated to the wrong areas. That's what's wrong with the public school system. Now, I don't know. I'm not a politician, but I know I sell houses for a living. What are your taxes, Ishmael?
Grant.
Yeah, agree. If I bought the same house that he has in Mill Creek, my taxes would be half as much, property tax. Literally half as much.
Really?
And he's in the city. Oh, 100%. Taxes are way more expensive in the city of Erie. So the fact that Mill Creek got money, that's not the truth. We do have a little more commitment. Mom will drop him off on time a little more frequently.
Yeah.
Right? But I still got people missing like crazy. Missing like crazy. What? This is why I don't coach in this city. And there's a thing to be said about my accountability when I got to meet my maker or my time comes if I don't hurry up and give my help where it's needed. Okay, I know what I'm doing, but damn it, my kids are out there, my family's out there, I live around up the street. But I'm black flight. I'm black flight all day long. As soon as I got an opportunity, I was out. I was out with Section 8, then out in the townhouse, then I bought my house. I mean, I was out. I grew up, I paid my dues, I'm out. Would I like to help? Yes. The reason I don't help is because the majority of parents that I've met in the city will not drop their kid off and let me do my job.
Facts.
You don't even got to drop them off. I got a minivan that I drive around. I pick them all up.
True story.
But you have to let me do what you won't do with your child. I need to discipline him. I need to make sure that he's accountable. Like, this is how I coach football. I can't do what I do best if I'm not allowed to be. And these coaches are not allowed to be. I've been in Metro 21 so many times where dads is fighting with coaches, where uncles is fighting with coaches. These is good dudes. Ash Jones, who runs Metro 21, is a great dude. I talk to Ash all the time. But man, he's fighting a losing battle because there's just this element of negativity that's a cloud over our city. And it permeates everything. There's no distance. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. You can't be checking me at a football game, bro, and expect me to just be humble. I'm not Jesus. I'm Mike Ewing. Like, I'm a throw glow. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be touched, bro. I'm not. Now, I'm here for the kids. I probably spend $1,000 to $1,500 a year on Mill Creek football between all the stuff I buy myself out of my pocket. I would do the same or more in the city. I would buy cleats. I would buy stuffed mouthpieces for kids don't have chin straps. But leave me alone and let me do what you are unwilling to do. You know, and that is the problem, man. I don't know how to overcome that. It's not money. It's not resources.
So let me ask you this. Is it like the sideline parent that don't want to put in the work and the effort, or is it an overprotective parent, or what is it?
Confucius says, those in the cheap seats hiss first. It's always the ones with the free lunch that complain about the bologna. Not the one that worked for the bologna. They cool with it. They happy with it. So I'm not pointing fingers or saying anything about any public programming or anything somebody has to do to survive. I've done it all. I just noticed those with the least commitment are the biggest complainers. The mom who drops her kid off, I ain't seen her, don't know her. The dad who I never met, when they show up on Sunday to the game, they got all kind of advice and opinions. My good football moms and dads, the ones that, Coach Mike, what are you doing? Coach Mike, you want to know, Clay want to know if you haven't practiced, want to know if you haven't practiced. They don't say a word.
None.
They allow me to develop their kids. They let the proof speaks for itself. The kid getting better. They enjoying themselves. We doing good. They don't say nothing. We have a lot more haves and people who understand that in Mill Creek. We have a lot more have-nots and people who do not understand that in the city.
But I think part of it too, it takes a little bit of time to develop that character and that trust. You know what I mean? A parent got to be able to see that this is a person who got my son's best interest at heart. You know, they stuck to it. You know what I mean? They see your character and they're able to trust their kid in your hands. So I think that can be part of it.
100%. I'm glad you brought that up because it seems like I'm crucifying the people who have been crucified in the past. This is the main issue, right? It go way back to like, you finna play us, you finna play my son, you finna play my family. I'm not finna be played anymore, you know, and especially a guy like me, come square talking ass black dude, you don't even seem like you fit in. Who is you? Who you think you are? What you about to do? What is your angle? What is your game? And the problem is we so busy running game on each other that when a black man come across that's honest and genuine, we can't see it because we waiting for the hook. We waiting for the catch. What shit he on? What he on?
What's coming?
My Mike ain't got that nice watch. He ain't just selling houses. He ain't just. What he do? What he got work? He got a certificate. I'm serious. I'm serious. Hold on. I don't wear my chain because my clients will think I'm a drug dealer. That's a problem. That's a deep-seated problem. But I wear it when I coach football. Because fuck y'all. I'm all out here. I am. Then they be like, look at Coach Mike. And I look like I won Super Bowls out this month. You know? because this is my space. This is where I need to be free to be myself so I can do the job. Real estate, I can be somebody else. I get the job that I really don't care about it. It's just enough to make a check. You know, I care about the people I deal with. But I do. Honestly, God. And I'll untuck it, get out of the car.
Wait, after this air, you still got to sell houses.
Look, hey,
You still gonna sell houses? You on the billboard.
I'm like, well, Mike, where's the chain? We were looking for the chain. You're right. Hoping you wear the chain. You know what? When I started just being myself,
It didn't matter where you was at.
oh, you'd be amazed why people like me. People like me, not because I used to think they like me because I'm handsome, funny, smart. I did. I used to think, oh, I'm so charismatic. That's why they like me. They like me because I'm a real ass nigga and I'm the first opportunity they might have had in months to just be real. I might cry. Then they're like, damn, I needed to cry, bro. Come here. I had clients. I'm just saying, like, now you ain't got nothing. Why going to buy a house is like, you hiring me. Why you feel uptight around me?
Right.
No. You buying a house more than I can even afford.
Right.
I sold $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. I could never buy them, and they buy them. Like, don't be uptight around me. Be easy. Let's get to the root of you, because houses is not a financial investment as much as it's a life move. We need to be. I need to know you, and I'm telling you, ever since I just been like cool with Mike, loving myself, it allows people to like take their guard down. People dying to fucking put the guard down.
Right. Yeah,
like man, I know you're a black and I did want to pull up basing. I was basing right down the road. I was basing. I had it. You heard that, dude? I'm like, shit, I listen to country. They're like, get out. And then we bonded. I'm just saying, just being real human beings, man. It's so polarizing right now. Everything is so.
Because you could be in space where you're like the only black person
still.
But you know what? I think black, white, whatever. I think people are looking for somebody to be genuine.
Yeah.
Because everybody is suspect to somebody, right?
Yeah.
So, like you saying, if you could be real, you know, that might be your niche in getting these clients.
That's why they love my wife.
Right.
Same way, she white.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's just everybody's suspect to somebody. Like, why do people don't want to go to the car dealership anymore to buy cars?
They don't get hustled.
They feel like they're going to get hustled.
Yeah.
So, you know, part of your job is just to put people at ease.
The more I've lived, the more I've noticed, nothing good comes from bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard thing to swallow. But it's something about, it's not people knowing, right? Because bad is relative, right? So, like, if you're a Christian, right, there's 10 bads you can't do, right? You know what I'm saying? You have a list of bads. But every human is born with the inner compass of what they should and shouldn't do.
Right.
Yeah, how many books you got?
That's good too.
Yeah, it won't even be a secret.
Oh, yeah, put that shit out of in there.
Let's just go ahead and see what you got.
I got 4.
Wait, who's on the who bid?
No. You already started, bro. Just
Who dealt?
finish your bid. You already started.
He dealt, right? Yeah,
I dealt.
Yeah, so I got 2.
We just gonna be all the way gangster. We just gonna go to the album.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say we're gonna go 4. I was like,
I got 2, bro.
Oh, give me 5. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even tell y'all was down 100. Y'all could have went blind 6. But,
Thank God we didn't, I guess.
all right.
I would have went.
It's on
I
me.
might get sick.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. It's good. Got to keep it flowing.
Dang it, man.
That's heavy. That's definitely heavy.
What?
What he was saying?
What was it? Hey.
Real wide. Look at that. Real wide.
I'm trying to see your face back.
Real wide.
Real
No, but tell me about the industry right now. Like, I know, like, you know, for a while when I had bought my house a couple years ago, I didn't even know you was in the real estate. But when I had bought my house, it was just like after, you know, that 2020 and stuff, and it seemed like prices kind of skyrocketed. Where's things at right now? If somebody looking to buy a home.
Prices are still high.
All right.
They're maintaining. Interest rates are much, much higher.
Yeah.
13?
Well, no, 8.
8?
Yeah, 7, 8, depending on your credit score. Man, you could get into the 6s, some lenders, some scores. But the thing about it is that we don't know if this pricing, this new pricing that Erie has experienced, the world has experienced, whether it's going to go away in Erie. Because Erie has always been a depressed marketplace. They're always behind. So are our prices really coming to where they normally should have been? Or are we super inflated? And so nobody really has that answer. I always tell my clients, if you try to time the market, you'll always be a fool. You can never time the market, you know, because things happen. And I'm a firm believer in one thing that everybody says, like, a real estate agent is like you in sales. I'm not really in sales. None of the houses that I get people to get are mine. I'm not selling them.
Right.
The houses sell themselves. Right? People go look at them. They know what they
commercials
want.
be dope too, though. I
I'm selling myself.
Commercial, that's what it is.
I'm selling myself as expert, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
All right. But it's really not sales, it's more of a customer service. It's more like of a, making a deal happen. Jesus.
Y'all see that commercial?
No, we still commercial.
That was dope. You didn't see that?
That joint was.
I was selling that
He
house.
pulled up in the joint, he jumped out like,
Yeah, you see that? It went slow motion on that job.
He jumped out, he had the drip on, had the pants folded up on the bottom, showing his little ankles. That house was hard, though. That house was hard.
That experience was just an amazing experience. So, the dude who owned that house was a brother. He called around, he looking for a black realtor, so to speak, right? So the first time he got his house and made a move, he was in a position where he
Bring him out.
Trying to catch something. So when he originally bought the house, he had to use a local realtor. He didn't have a chance to shop. And he knows how big a commission check is. Commission check's probably about 3% of purchase price. They big checks, depending on the house, right? So he wanted to bless somebody. So he had interviews for like 4 people. And he ended up calling me and asked, could I interview? So I shot right over there when he gave me the address there because I know what Whisper Woods is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh. So I just bought my car too. God is good, right? Because
Silence!
Oh my God. What is it? That's it. Bro, we got one more chance here. Yeah, I know. Well, you know.
Y'all got some work to do over there.
I got mine. That's good. Thank you.
Dang it, man.
Bang, bang. It's something that good, right?
No, not going
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to wrap that up.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, put it out. That's game. Jesus.
That's success, man. That's game.
That's game. Oh,
That's game over.
Appreciate these comments.
I'm winning that life.